Let's play super awesome poker. I'm going to shuffle the cards.
Do you know which hole cards are the best to play?
This is limit HOLDEM. There are 8 players. The blinds are $15 and $25. The betting rounds are $25 and $50.
Do you understand when and how to bet, raise, or fold against various types of opponents?
The action will begin on seat 2. Let's see what he has. Queen, 3, suited. Queen of spade, 3 of spade.
What should this player do? Call, raise, or fold?
That player is first to act. They could fold, but they'll call. They like the queen, and it's suited. Not the best call in the world. But they're going to call. It's only $25. Let's see what the next player has. Ace of hearts, 6 of club. That is not a good hand, but there's an ace in it, and the player is known as Tricky Micky. He's going to raise with ace-6. I don't know why. He's up to one of his tricks again. He's going to raise to $50. He's trying to bluff everybody out. Let's see if it works.
That Micky is so tricky.
Next player. 10 of heart, 2 of diamonds. They're facing a raise, but even if they were not facing a raise, they would fold. Next player has king, 3 offsuit, king of spade, 3 of heart. They're facing a raise. They will fold. Next player, jack, 10, not suited, red, but not suited. Jack of heart, 10 of diamonds.
What will this player do?
They're going to call. They don't trust Tricky Micky, and they like the fact that Jack 10 connects, and it can also connect with higher board and a lower board, right? So if the royal cards come out like Queen, King, they'll connect with that. And if lower cards or mid-range cards come out like 7, 8, 9, they can connect with that too. They'll call. They're in for 50. The button is next to decide what they will do.
What will he do?
The button has 10, 7, offsuit, 10 of spade, 7 of club. They will fold that hand. They will not play. Let's see what the small blind has. 9, 8, 9 of club, 8 of heart. They're facing a raise, so they have to pay.
Should the small blind defend?
$35 more. They're not going to do it. They will fold. Big blind has to pay a raise of 25 more.
Should the big blind defend?
What do they have? Queen, 6. Queen of diamond, 6 of heart. Would they call for 25 more? Well, they might if they're really, really loose and aggressive.
This player is not a log, is not a loose and aggressive player.
But they're not going to do it. they will fold that hand. This player here has to put his raise money up, and he will go ahead and do that. He doesn't want to sacrifice the fact that he already put in 25 and he was the original bettor, so he doesn't want to back out now, so to speak. All the money goes in the pot and we burn and turn the flop. We have only 3 players. Tricky Micky seems to have managed to get out his opponent.
That Micky is so tricky.
We burn and we turn. Queen of club, 6 of spade, 4 of diamond. This player here, first to act, sitting on the queen, but has a bad kicker, right? What should they do? Well, they could try the super awesome poker snake in the grass move. What's that, you ask? Well, the super awesome poker snake in the grass move is to check when you have the nuts, or what's probably the best hand or possibly the best hand. In this particular case, it looks like it might be a really good hand to have, right? It's a queen, but that kicker is so bad, right? It's just a horrible kicker. So they you know, it's kind of like a baby snake in the grass, right? It's not quite the big giant anaconda snake in the grass. He's going to check with his baby snake in the grass move. Tricky Micky's gonna bet. He has middle pair. He has 6s with an ace kicker, the best possible kicker. And it's Tricky Micky. He just wants to trick everybody and, you know, make everybody think things that aren't actually real. $25 is the bet in this round with the flop. He bets his 25. 10 Jack will do what? Well, he should fold. He's going to go ahead and get out. He technically has a backdoor straight draw. He would need King Ace to get a straight, or 8-9 to get a straight, because it would be Queen Jack 10, 9, 8, or 10 Jack Queen King Ace. But a backdoor straight draw is not necessarily the best possible hand.
What should this player do?
He's not an aggressive player. He'll go ahead and fold. And now we're left with this player who will call the $25 with their queens. They are sitting on top pair, although their kicker is really bad. Let's see what the turn brings for the final 2 players.
That Micky is so tricky.
Another queen. Wow, 3 queens. Now, this player has grown from a baby snake in the grass to a really big snake. Big snakes are good, but big snakes in the grass are very dangerous. Yikes. This player is going to pull the big snake in the grass move and check. He has trips, right? Sitting on a 3rd queen. His kicker doesn't matter really as much now, right? Because of those trips. He knows Tricky Micky will bet. And he has to bet 50 now. He's going to let Tricky Micky bet, right? Knowing that, you know, if Tricky Micky has anything, it's going to be one of these cards. The chances of him also having a queen is minute. He doesn't have another queen, right? So he checks. He lets Micky bet. Micky bets 50. What does the now enormous snake in the grass do? Do I need to tell you? If you're a super awesome poker aficionado, you know what the snake in the grass move is. Check raise. Check raise. That's what he does. He's going to raise to 100. Tricky Micky does what? He doesn't think that he should be out-tricked. He'll re-raise.
That Micky is so tricky.
He re-raises. This player here will call the re-raise, and he could re-raise again, but it is possible that Tricky Micky could be sitting on fours, a pair of fours or a pair of sixes, which would give him a full house. So this player here, even though he's a big snake in the grass, he knows that he doesn't really have the best possible hand with his trips. Probably the best hand, but not the best possible, because the other opponent, who he can't see his cards, right, could be sitting on 2 fours, which would give him a full house, or 2 sixes, which would give him a full house. All right, we've got one more card. Let's burn and turn. If it's another 6, Tricky Micky's going to be excited. It's a 2 of spade, which is relatively useless, right? The big snake in the grass is going to check again. He's just going to do the same behavior, and he knows Tricky Micky will bet. He'll do the same thing that he did last time. He's going to check. Micky's going to bet 50. He'll raise again. So these players may have played with each other before.
Played poker with each other before.
Tricky Micky is going to re-raise. He thinks his tricks will work.
That Micky is so tricky.
This player will call. He won't re-raise. Tricky Micky has to show his hand first because he was called by the other opponent. So the dealer would say, okay, show and tell. Tricky Micky would show his 6.
Queens and 6s for me.
But no, the snake in the grass wins.
3 queens.